Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board of this flight. While we are in the middle of this authentic Royal Delft pottery, we would like to explain the safety information on board of your KLM flight through the fine art of Delft blue. Please pay attention to every detail. For your safety, make sure your carry-on luggage is stowed during taxi, takeoff and landing. Small electronic devices may be used at all times when set in airplane mode and secured in your hand or pocket. If you lose your electronic device in your seat, please do not adjust your seat and call a crew member. Larger devices, such as laptops, should be stowed during takeoff and landing, either in an overhead bin or in a bag under the seat in front of you. Once the fasten seatbelt sign is off, you may use these devices when set to airplane mode. This is a non-smoking flight. This means smoking on board the aircraft is not allowed. This includes the use of electronic cigarettes. Whenever the seatbelt sign is on, your seatbelt must be fastened. For your own safety, keep your seatbelt fastened and visible during the flight, even when the seatbelt sign is switched off. To release the seatbelt, just lift the buckle. If there is a sudden decrease in cabin pressure, your oxygen mask will drop automatically in front of you. Pull the mask towards you to start the flow of oxygen. Place the mask over your nose and mouth and breathe normally. Make sure your own mask is well adjusted before helping others. Should we have to evacuate the aircraft over water, there's a life vest located under your seat or under the center armrest. Open the bag and remove the vest. Place it over your head and pull the strap tightly around your waist. When you're outside the aircraft, inflate your life vest by pulling the red tag. The life vest can be refilled using the mouthpiece. Contact with water will automatically switch on the lights. Emergency exits are located on each side of the cabin, at the front, in the center, and at the rear. In the unlikely event of an emergency evacuation, follow the illuminated escape path to the nearest exit. Leave all your carry-on luggage behind and follow the instructions of the crew. Please take a moment now to locate the nearest emergency exit. Be aware the exit may be behind you. It's almost time for the final cabin check. Please make sure that your tray table and video screen have been stowed away, that the back of your seat is in the upright position, and that your headrest has been pushed down. We encourage everyone to read the safety on board card located near your seat. At KLM Royal Dutch Airlines, we care about every little detail of your flight safety. If you have any questions, our cabin crew is here to help you. Thank you for your attention. On behalf of KLM Royal Dutch Airlines, we wish you a very pleasant flight.
zullen over enkele ogenblikken landen. Uw laatste veiligheidsredenen wordt u verzocht te controleren dat uw mobiele telefoon uitstaat en uw stoelriem vast is. Alle bagage moet veilig opgeborgen zijn en uw rugleun moet rechtop staan op de landing. Dank u wel. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be landing in a few moments. For last safety reasons, please make sure all mobile phones are off and your seatbelt is securely fastened. All luggage must be stored away properly and your seatbelt must be in upright position for landing. Thank you. Dames en heren, attentie alsjeblieft. We zullen de cabinelichten uitschakelen. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. We will be switching off the cabin lights. Please prepare for landing.
200. 200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Dames en heren, we zijn veilig aangekomen op onze bestemming. Voor uw eigen veiligheid wordt u verzocht te blijven zitten totdat het toestel tot stilstand is gekomen bij de gate en het sein voor iemand vast is uitgeschakeld. Zodra het sein uit is, kunt u uw persoonlijke eigendommen pakken. Let alsjeblieft op dat u niks achterlaat in het vliegtuig. Voor u danken wij u voor het vliegen met ons. We hopen dat u een aangename reis heeft gehad en graag verwelkomen we u binnenkort weer op een vlucht van ons. Ladies and gentlemen, we arrived safely at the destination. For your own safety, please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop at the gate and the seatbelt sign has been switched off. When the sign is off, you may collect your personal belongings. Please make sure nothing is left behind in the plane. For now, we would like to thank you for traveling with us. We hope you enjoyed your flight. We hope to welcome you on another flight of us in the near future.
Lufthansa 452, give way to aircraft on your right. Give way to aircraft, Lufthansa 452. Left on the next taxiway, Lufthansa 326. Lufthansa 61 Alpha, taxi to runway 8 left, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 8 left, Lufthansa 61 Alpha. All Nippon 2005 Heavy, pushback approved. München ground, Jair 1, ready to taxi to runway 8 left with information Oscar. Pushback approved, all Nippon 2005 Heavy. Jair 1, taxi to runway 8 left, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 8 left, Jair 1. Ready for pushback with information Oscar, requesting runway 8 left. Lufthansa 5571, pushback approved. Pushback approved, Lufthansa 5571. Lufthansa 915, taxi to runway 8 left, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 8 left, Lufthansa 915. Lufthansa 915, give way to aircraft on your right. München ground, Shamrock 097, ready to taxi to runway 8 left with information Oscar. Shamrock 097, taxi to runway 8 left, contact tower when ready. Air Baltic 224, taxi to runway 8 left, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 8 left, Air Baltic 224. München ground, Lufthansa 712, ready for pushback, requesting runway 8 left. Lufthansa 458 Heavy, taxi to runway 8 left, contact tower when ready. Lufthansa 712, hold position. Give way to aircraft, Lufthansa 452. Left on the next taxiway, Shamrock 13. Holding position, Lufthansa 6 Heavy. München ground, Lufthansa 6 Heavy, ready for pushback. Lufthansa 6 Heavy, pushback approved. Pushback approved, Lufthansa 6 Heavy. München ground, all Nippon 2005 Heavy, ready to taxi to runway 8 right. Lufthansa 452, turn right next taxiway. München ground, Lufthansa 2 Hotel, ready for pushback, requesting runway 8 left. Lufthansa 2 Hotel, pushback approved. München ground, Lufthansa 5571, ready to taxi to runway 8 left with information Oscar. DHL 137 Heavy, pushback approved. Taxiing to runway 8 left, Lufthansa 5571. Pushback approved, DHL 137 Heavy. All Nippon 2005 Heavy, hold position. München ground, Lufthansa 712, ready for pushback, requesting runway 8 left. Right on the next taxiway, Jair 1. Lufthansa 915, turn right next taxiway. Right on the next taxiway, Lufthansa 915. Lufthansa 712, pushback approved. Pushback approved, Lufthansa 712. München ground, Orca 959, ready for pushback. Orca 959, pushback approved. München ground, Lufthansa 6 Heavy, ready to taxi. München ground, Alpha 6 Alpha Lima November, ready for pushback, requesting runway 8 right. Lufthansa 6 Heavy, taxi to runway 8 left, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 8 left, Lufthansa 6 Heavy. Pushback approved, Orca 959. Alpha 6 Alpha Lima November, pushback approved. Pushback approved, Alpha 6 Alpha Lima November. München ground, Edelweiss 1408, ready for pushback, requesting runway 8 right. Edelweiss 1408, pushback approved. München ground, Lufthansa 2 Hotel, ready to taxi to runway 8 left. München ground, Air Baltic 1771, ready to taxi to runway 8 left with information Oscar. Pushback approved, Edelweiss 1408. Lufthansa 2 771, taxi to parking, at your discretion. München ground, Lufthansa 742 Heavy, ready for pushback with information Oscar. Shamrock 097, turn right next taxiway. Taxiing to runway 8 left, DHL 137 Heavy. Holding position, all Nikon 2005 Heavy. Pushback approved, Lufthansa 237 Heavy. Emirates 227 Echo Kilo Heavy, pushback approved.
Pushback approved. Emirates 227 Echo Kilo Heavy.
Matrix 187 Heavy, pushback approved. Pushback approved. Kuwaiti 002. Alpha 6 Alpha Lima November, taxi to runway 8 right, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 8 right, Alpha 6 Alpha Lima November. München ground, Lima Yankee Alpha X-ray Oscar, ready for pushback. München ground, Air France 89 Foxtrot Tango, ready for pushback. Pushback Airbride Cargo 771 Super. Air France 89 Foxtrot Tango, hold position. Lima Yankee Alpha X-ray Oscar, hold position. Holding position, Lima Yankee Alpha X-ray Oscar. Holding position, Hansaline 5 Tango Romeo. Lufthansa 0 to 8 Victor Alpha, hold position. Lufthansa 742 Heavy, taxi to runway 8 left, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 8 left, Lufthansa 742 Heavy. United 7773, pushback approved. Lufthansa Cargo 244, taxi to runway 8 left, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 8 left, X-ray Bravo November Juliet India. Hansaline 5 Tango Romeo, pushback approved. München ground, Edelweiss 1408, ready to taxi to runway 8 right. München ground, Lufthansa 43 Heavy, ready to taxi to runway 8 right with information Oscar. München ground, Lufthansa 114 Heavy, request taxi to parking. Taxiing to runway 8 right, Lufthansa 43 Heavy. Lufthansa 006 Victor Alpha, taxi to runway 8 left, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 8 left, Lufthansa 006 Victor Alpha. Continuing ahead, Lufthansa 006 Victor Alpha. Matrix 187 Heavy, taxi to runway 8 left, contact tower when ready. Emirates 52, pushback approved. Taxiing to runway 8 left, Matrix 187 Heavy.
Pushback approved. Emirates 52.
München ground, Lufthansa 237 Heavy, ready to taxi to runway 8 right with information Oscar. München ground, Lufthansa 029 Victor Alpha, ready for pushback with information Oscar. München ground, Lufthansa 140 Victor Alpha, ready for pushback. Taxiing to parking, Lufthansa Cargo 5403 Heavy. Pushback approved, Speedbird 666 India Golf. Pushback approved, Lufthansa 029 Victor Alpha. München ground, Hansaline 5 Tango Romeo, ready to taxi to runway 8 right with information Oscar. Taxiing to runway 8 left, United 7773. München ground, Airbridge Cargo 771 Super, ready to taxi. München ground, Royal Air Maroc 111 Kilo Echo, ready for pushback. Pushback approved, Indonesia 212 Super. Taxiing to runway 8 left, Kuwaiti 002. Pushback approved, Royal Air Maroc 111 Kilo Echo. United 7773, give way to aircraft on your right. Stand by, Airbridge Cargo 771 Super. Give way to aircraft, United 7773. München ground, Condor 6 Alpha Mike, request taxi to parking. München ground, Aeroflot 756 Heavy, request taxi to 802D at the apron 8. Condor 6 Alpha Mike, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Taxiing to parking, Condor 6 Alpha Mike. Aeroflot 756 Heavy, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Taxiing to parking, Aeroflot 756 Heavy. München ground, Oscar Kilo Sierra Whiskey Alpha, ready for pushback, requesting runway 8 left. Matrix 187 Heavy, turn right next taxiway. Oscar Kilo Sierra Whiskey Alpha, pushback approved. Pushback approved, Oscar Kilo Sierra Whiskey Alpha. Lufthansa 43 Heavy, hold position. Holding position, Lufthansa 43 Heavy. Right on the next taxiway, Matrix 187 Heavy. Left on the next taxiway, Lufthansa Cargo 244. Qatari 58 Heavy, hold position. München ground, Indonesia 212 Super, ready to taxi. Indonesia 212 Super, taxi to runway 8 left, contact tower when ready. München ground, Royal Air Maroc 111 Kilo Echo, ready to taxi to runway 8 left. Pushback approved, Lima Yankee Alpha X-Ray Oscar. Royal Air Maroc 111 Kilo Echo, taxi to runway 8 left, contact tower when ready. Lufthansa 028 Victor Alpha, pushback approved. Emirates 52, taxi to runway 8 left, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 8 left, Royal Air Maroc 111 Kilo Echo. Delta Delta Alpha November India, taxi to parking, at your discretion. München ground, Airbridge Cargo 771 Super, ready to taxi. Airbridge Cargo 771 Super, taxi to runway 8 left, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 8 left, Airbridge Cargo 771 Super. Lufthansa 641 Hotel Alpha, thank you. München ground, November 968 Alpha Sierra, ready for pushback. Thank you, Lufthansa 403 Heavy.
Thank you, Emirates 52.
I'm sorry, Lufthansa 641 Hotel Alpha. You're welcome, Lufthansa 641 Hotel Alpha. November 968 Alpha Sierra, pushback approved. Pushback approved, November 968 Alpha Sierra. München ground, Lima Yankee Alpha X-Ray Oscar, ready to taxi to runway 8 right. München ground, Lufthansa 028 Victor Alpha, ready to taxi with information Oscar. Indonesia 212 Super, turn right next taxiway. Right on the next taxiway, Indonesia 212 Super. München ground, Oscar Kilo Tango Oscar November Yankee, request taxi to the Terminal 2. Lima Yankee Alpha X-Ray Oscar, taxi to runway 8 right, contact tower when ready. Oscar Kilo Sierra Whiskey Alpha, taxi to runway 8 left, contact tower when ready. Give way to aircraft, Oscar Kilo Sierra Whiskey Alpha. Taxiing to parking, Oscar Kilo Tango Oscar November Yankee. Lufthansa 029 Victor Alpha, taxi to runway 8 left, contact tower when ready. Lufthansa 006 Victor Alpha, give way to aircraft on your right. München ground, Lufthansa 2475, request taxi to gate 112 at the Terminal 1. Lufthansa 140 Victor Alpha, taxi to runway 8 left, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 8 left, Lufthansa 140 Victor Alpha. Victor Tango Mike Kilo Charlie, pushback approved. American 1808, pushback approved. Orca 959 Heavy, hold position. Holding position, Orca 959 Heavy. Pushback approved, American 1808. München ground, Aeroflot 756 Heavy, request taxi to parking. München ground, Air China 990, request taxi to parking. München ground, Air France 89 Foxtrot Tango, ready for pushback with information Papa. Push pushback approved. Emirates 786. Taxiing to parking, Air China 990. Air France 89 Foxtrot Tango, pushback approved. Pushback approved. Air France 89 Foxtrot Tango. Holding position, Tomj 198. Lufthansa 006 Victor Alpha, continue taxi at your discretion. Roger, Lufthansa 006 Victor Alpha. München ground, Air France 213 Heavy, ready for pushback with information Papa, requesting runway 8 left. Air France 213 Heavy, pushback approved. Pushback approved, Air France 213 Heavy.
München ground, Air India 747 Super, ready for pushback with information Oscar, requesting runway 8 left. Holding position, Air India 747 Super.
Lufthansa 028 Victor Alpha, turn right next taxiway. München ground, Lufthansa 452, ready for pushback. München ground, Orca 959 Heavy, ready for pushback with information Papa. Holding position, Lufthansa 452. Holding position, Orca 959 Heavy. Aeroflot 756 Heavy, hold position. München ground, American 1808, ready to taxi to runway 8 right with information Papa. Lufthansa 029 Victor Alpha, turn right next taxiway. München ground, November 968 Alpha Sierra, ready to taxi. München ground, Victor Tango Mike Kilo Charlie, ready to taxi with information Papa. München ground, United 160 Heavy, ready for pushback with information Oscar, requesting runway 8 left. Taxiing to runway 8 right, American 1808. Pushback approved, Swiss 5403 Heavy. Victor Tango Mike Kilo Charlie, taxi to runway 8 left, contact tower when ready.
München ground, Emirates 227 Echo Kilo Heavy, ready to taxi with information Oscar.
München ground, Air France 213 Heavy, ready to taxi with information Papa. Taxiing to runway 8 left, Air France 213 Heavy.
Taxiing to runway 8 left, Emirates 227 Echo Kilo Heavy.
Aeroflot 756 Heavy, turn left next taxiway.
München ground, Emirates 227 Echo Kilo Heavy, ready to taxi to runway 8 right with information Oscar.
München ground, Air France 89 Foxtrot Tango, ready to taxi with information Papa.
Taxiing to runway 8 right, Emirates 227 Echo Kilo Heavy.
Lufthansa 8 Charlie Romeo, pushback approved. Taxiing to runway 8 left, Air France 89 Foxtrot Tango. Left on the next taxiway, Aeroflot 756 Heavy. München ground, Lufthansa 715 Heavy, request taxi to gate 216 at the Terminal 2. Taxiing to parking, Lufthansa 13 Heavy. Taxiing to parking, Lufthansa 715 Heavy. Taxiing to runway 8 right, Lufthansa 403 Heavy. Aeroflot 756 Heavy, turn right next taxiway. Aeroflot 756 Heavy, disregard last message. München ground, Lufthansa 452, ready for pushback. München ground, Qatari 58 Heavy, ready to taxi with information Papa. Swiss 5403 Heavy, taxi to runway 8 left, contact tower when ready. Qatari 58 Heavy, taxi to runway 8 left, contact tower when ready. München ground, Swiss 5403 Heavy, ready to taxi to runway 8 right with information Papa. Tomj 198, taxi to runway 8 left, contact tower when ready. Aegean 302, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Swiss 5403 Heavy, taxi to runway 8 right, contact tower when ready. München ground, Lufthansa 755 Uniform Alpha, ready for pushback. Tomjay 198, give way to aircraft on your right. Give way to aircraft, Tomjay 198. Lufthansa 755 Uniform Alpha, pushback approved. Pushback approved, Lufthansa 755 Uniform Alpha. München ground, Charlie Charlie Lima Delta Alpha, ready for pushback with information Papa. Charlie Charlie Lima Delta Alpha, pushback approved. Pushback approved, Charlie Charlie Lima Delta Alpha. München ground, Orca 959 Heavy, ready for pushback with information Papa, requesting runway 8 left. Pushback approved, Orca 959 Heavy. München ground, United 160 Heavy, ready for pushback with information Oscar. München ground, Condor 972, ready for pushback with information Papa. United 160 Heavy, hold position. Holding position, United 160 Heavy. Condor 972, hold position. Holding position, Condor 972. München ground, Charlie Charlie Lima Delta Alpha, ready to taxi with information Papa. München ground, Lufthansa 8 Charlie Romeo, ready to taxi to runway 8 left with information Papa. Lufthansa 8 Charlie Romeo, taxi to runway 8 left, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 8 left, Lufthansa 8 Charlie Romeo.
Pushback approved, Air India 747 Super.
United 160 Heavy, pushback approved. Pushback approved, United 160 Heavy. Condor 972, pushback approved. Pushback approved, Condor 972. München ground, Orca 959 Heavy, ready to taxi to runway 8 right with information Papa. München ground, Lufthansa 755 Uniform Alpha, ready to taxi. München ground, Lufthansa 420 Whiskey, ready to taxi to runway 8 left with information Papa. Lufthansa 755 Uniform Alpha, taxi to runway 8 left, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 8 left, Lufthansa 755 Uniform Alpha. Lufthansa 420 Whiskey, taxi to runway 8 left, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 8 left, Lufthansa 420 Whiskey. Orca 959 Heavy, taxi to runway 8 right, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 8 right, Orca 959 Heavy. München ground, United 343, request taxi to gate 116 at the Terminal 1. München ground, Lufthansa 452, ready to taxi. Lufthansa 452, taxi to runway 8 left, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 8 left, Lufthansa 452.
München ground, Indonesia 235, ready for pushback with information Papa, requesting runway 8 left.
Lufthansa 221, pushback approved.
Pushback approved, Lufthansa 221.
Condor 972, taxi to runway 8 left, contact tower when ready. Air India 747 Super, taxi to runway 8 left, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 8 left, Air India 747 Super. Left on the next taxiway, Air India 747 Super.
München ground, Dutchbird 342 Delta Lima Heavy, ready for pushback with information Papa, requesting runway 8 right. München ground, Qatari 111 Kilo Echo, ready for pushback with information Papa, requesting runway 8 left. München ground, United 160 Heavy, ready to taxi to runway 8 left with information Oscar. Holding position, Qatari 111 Kilo Echo. Taxiing to runway 8 left, United 160 Heavy. Holding position, Dutchbird 342 Delta Lima Heavy. München ground, Easy 5 Victor Alpha, request taxi to parking. Easy 5 Victor Alpha, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Taxiing to parking, Easy 5 Victor Alpha. Easy 5 Victor Alpha, give way to aircraft on your right. Give way to aircraft, Easy 5 Victor Alpha. München ground, Speedbird 498, ready to taxi to runway 8 right with information for car. United 343, give way to aircraft on your left. Give way to aircraft, United 343.
München ground, Indonesia 235, ready to taxi to runway 8 left with information to park. Taxiing to runway 8 left, Indonesia 235.
München ground, 306 Mike Golf, ready for pushback with information to park, requesting runway 8 right. Holding position, Atari 1110 Echo. 306 Mike Golf, hold position. München ground, Speedbird 786, ready for pushback with information to park, requesting runway 8 right. Holding position, 306 Mike Golf. Speedbird 786, pushback approved. München ground, Atari 1110 Echo, ready to pushback with information to park, requesting runway 8 left. Pushback approved, Speedbird 786. Blackbird 342 Delta Lima Heavy, pushback approved. München ground, Lufthansa 915, ready to taxi with information for deck. Pushback approved, Blackbird 342 Delta Lima Heavy. München ground, Lufthansa 41 Sierra Romeo Heavy, ready to pushback with information to park. Lufthansa 915, taxi to runway 8 right, contact tower when ready. Lufthansa 41 Sierra Romeo Heavy, pushback approved. Taxiing to runway 8 right, Lufthansa 915. Pushback approved, Atari 1110 Echo. Pushback approved, Lufthansa 41 Sierra Romeo Heavy. Pushback approved, Condor 754. Pushback approved, Speedbird 1984. Lufthansa 221, taxi to runway 8 left, contact tower when ready. Lufthansa 221, taxi to runway 8 right, contact tower when ready. Lufthansa 2473, taxi to parking at your discretion.
München ground, Lufthansa 221, ready to taxi to runway 8 right with information traffic.
Lufthansa 221, taxi to runway 8 right, contact tower when ready. Lufthansa 221, taxi to runway 8 right, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 8 right, Lufthansa 221.
München ground, Blackbird 342 Delta Lima Heavy, ready to taxi to runway 8 right with information to park. Blackbird 342 Delta Lima Heavy, taxi to runway 8 right, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 8 right, Blackbird 342 Delta Lima Heavy. München ground, Lufthansa 93 request taxi to the Terminal 2. München ground, Condor 754, ready to taxi to runway 8 left with information to park. Condor 754, taxi to runway 8 left, contact tower when ready. München ground, Lufthansa 41 Sierra Romeo Heavy, ready to taxi with information to park. München ground, 306 Mike Golf, ready to pushback with information to park. 306 Mike Golf, hold position. Lufthansa 41 Sierra Romeo Heavy, taxi to runway 8 left, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 8 left, Lufthansa 41 Sierra Romeo Heavy. München ground, Air France 308 Heavy, ready to pushback with information to requesting runway 8 right. München ground, Speedbird München ground, Seabird 155, ready for pushback with information Quebec. Seabird 786, taxi to runway 8 right, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 8 right, Seabird 786. Seabird 155, hold position. München ground, Fiji 1243 heavy, request taxi to parking. Fiji 1243 heavy, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Taxiing to parking, Fiji 1243 heavy. Holding position, Seabird 155. München ground, Seabird 111 Kilo Echo, ready for pushback with information Quebec, requesting runway 8 left. 3J6 Mike Golf, pushback approved. Seabird 111 Kilo Echo. Hold position. Holding position, Seabird 111 Kilo Echo. München ground, Air France 213 heavy, ready for pushback with information Quebec. Seabird 155, pushback approved. München ground, Lufthansa 24 Kilo, request taxi to gate 248A of the Terminal 2 satellite. Lufthansa 41 Sierra Romeo Heavy, turn right next taxiway. München ground, India Hotel Uniform Golf Hotel, ready for pushback with information Quebec, requesting runway 8 left.
München ground, Lufthansa 28, ready for pushback with information Quebec.
Air France 213 heavy, pushback approved. India Hotel Uniform Golf Hotel, pushback approved. Ride on the next taxiway, Lufthansa 41 Sierra Romeo Heavy.
Pushback approved, Lufthansa 28.
Lufthansa 24 Kilo, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Taxiing to runway 8 left, Air France 308 Heavy. München ground, KLM 129 Alpha Kilo, ready to taxi with information Papa. KLM 129 Alpha Kilo, hold position. Holding position, KLM 129 Alpha Kilo. Ethiopian 633 Victor Alpha, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Taxiing to parking, Ethiopian 633 Victor Alpha. Holding position, Air France 308 Heavy. Lufthansa 41 Sierra Romeo Heavy, hold position. Holding position, Lufthansa 41 Sierra Romeo Heavy. München ground, November 242 Papa November, ready for pushback with information Quebec. Lufthansa 24 Kilo, continue straight ahead. November 242 Papa November, pushback approved. Pushback approved, November 242 Papa November.
München ground, Lufthansa 28, ready for taxi with information Quebec.
Air France 308 Heavy, continue taxi. taxi to parking at your discretion. Lufthansa 28, turn left next taxiway.
München Ground, Lufthansa 767. Request taxi to parking. Taxiing to parking, Lufthansa 767.
DJ19, pushback approved. Pushback approved. DJ19. München Ground, Speedbird 2487. Request taxi to parking. Lufthansa 112, turn left next taxiway. Left on the next taxiway, Lufthansa 112. Speedbird 2487, taxi to parking at your discretion. Taxiing to parking, Speedbird 2487. München Ground, Convoy 198, ready to taxi with information for them. Convoy 198, taxi to runway 8 left, contact tower when ready. München Ground, Singapore 72, ready to push back. Taxiing to runway 8 left, Convoy 198. Singapore 72, pushback approved. Pushback approved, Singapore 72. München Ground, November 165 Echo Delta, ready to push back with information for them. München Ground, Speedbird 111 Kilo Echo, ready to taxi to runway 8 left with information for them. Thank you, good day, Lufthansa 240. München Ground, Victor Tango Delta Delta Foxtrot, ready to push back with information for them. Speedbird 111 Kilo Echo, taxi to runway 8 left, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 8 left, Speedbird 111 Kilo Echo. Victor Tango Delta Delta Foxtrot, pushback approved. United 160 Heavy, stand by. Pushback approved, Victor Tango Delta Delta Foxtrot. November 165 Echo Delta, hold position. Stand by, Condor 754. Holding position, November 165 Echo Delta. Speedbird 111 Kilo Echo, you're on an active airport. Please contact München Ground on 121.97. München Ground, Easy 879, request taxi to parking. Easy 879, taxi to parking, at your discretion. München Ground, Cliche 19, ready to taxi with information for Beck. Taxiing to parking, Easy 879. München Ground, Air France 28 Romeo Charlie, ready to taxi to runway 8 left with information Oscar. Right on the next taxiway, Speedbird 111 Kilo Echo. Cliche 19, taxi to runway 8 right, contact tower when ready. Air France 28 Romeo Charlie, taxi to parking, at your discretion. United 160 Heavy, turn right next taxiway. Right on the next taxiway, United 160 Heavy. Lufthansa 13 Heavy, pushback approved. Pushback approved, Lufthansa 13 Heavy. München Ground, Condor 754, ready to taxi to runway 8 right with information Qatar. Condor 754, taxi to runway 8 left, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 8 left, Condor 754. München Ground, Victor Tango Delta Delta Foxtrot, ready to taxi with information for Beck. Victor Tango Delta Delta Foxtrot, taxi to runway 8 left, contact tower when ready. München Ground, Air Belgium 224, ready for pushback with information Qatar. Taxiing to runway 8 left, Victor Tango Delta Delta Foxtrot. München Ground, Air France 28 Romeo Charlie, ready to taxi to runway 8 right with information Oscar. Holding position, Air Belgium 224. Air India 747 Super, continue taxi at your discretion.
Roger, Air India 747 Super.
Lufthansa 221, taxi to runway 8 left, contact tower when ready. Thank you, good day, Ethiopian 633 Victor Alpha. Singapore 72, taxi to runway 8 right, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 8 left, Lufthansa 221. Lufthansa 431, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Taxiing to parking, Lufthansa 431. München ground, Speedbird 344 India Golf, ready for pushback with information Quebec. Taxiing to runway 8 right, United 160 Heavy. Holding position, Speedbird 344 India Golf. Lufthansa 431, turn right next taxiway. München ground, Air Belgium 224, ready for pushback with information Papa, requesting runway 8 right. München ground, Lufthansa 13 Heavy, ready to taxi to runway 8 right with information Quebec. Lufthansa 43